Happy Sunday. Just survived a monster leg session with my man Paul. So we are now going to do a Q&A from the questions I've been asked today. If I can still get my act together after that leg session. So my face even looks a bit drained and slightly gaunt, but we will plough on. I've also got amino drink along my side to keep me going. So it's 2 scoops of Intra-Amino, apple flavoured, which are blended. Yo, Tom, thanks. What's up? All good, just surviving off the leg day. Someone's asked, bulking foods, many calories. Almond butter, easy. Fill your boots, my friend. If you want to put on weight, eat a lot of nut butter. Very, very simple. Question, so how to pose to bring out abs? Is there anything that's actually going to make your abs contract hard? So I find a lot of the twisting poses like they do in men's physique are particularly good to try and get oblique and abdominal contraction, works very, very well. Or like an overhead abs and thighs pose, works very well. If anyone has any questions, ask in the question tab on this and I will get back to you. So, how do I know if I'm in a calorie deficit or calorie surplus? It's a way to calculate it. Scientifically, there isn't really an accurate way to do this. The most accurate way to do this is if you eat, say, for example, 2,000 calories every day this week and then your weight doesn't change, then you know that's pretty much your basal rate if that's what your body needs to maintain. So then if you're looking to gain weight, if you increase that to 2,500, you will then see a big increase in the amount of nutrients your body has in terms of a surplus, and then your weight should go up over the week. So if you're having a 500 calorie a day excess, your weight should increase by the end of the week, and that's when you know you're in obviously a surplus. If you want to be in a deficit, if you were having 2,000 a day and you cut that to say 1,700 and then use an extra 200 calories a day of cardio, so you were then in a hypothetical deficit of 500 calories a day, you would then end up losing weight by the end of the week and getting leaner. So that's how you would work it out realistically in practical terms. Hope that helps. So next question. Do I have any female transformations? Is the training similar? I've got tons. If you go on my website, look on testimonials, I've got about 100 transformations on there, probably 20 to 30 female ones. So if you have a look, I've got plenty of those. And you can also, in regards to female training, I also do take females on the Shred and 8 program. So yeah, if any questions to that. Thanks, Ross. I hope that clarifies that. If that doesn't quite make sense, just let me know. I'll try and simplify it, but that in basic terms is how you would sort of work that out, if that makes sense. Again, with women, in terms of their training, is it similar or is it different? I would suggest that females training is very, very similar. In respect, the only thing I would say is that perhaps females don't need to do as much chest training as men in particular, to be honest with you. Someone's put in the comments, I'm on a 3,300 calories a day diet, gaining serious mass right now. That's not a question, that's a statement. What do I think about preacher curl with a dumbbell? I think it's a superb bicep exercise, providing you keep your shoulder locked in. I'm a big fan of preacher curls for bicep because the upper arm is supported, so it takes the shoulder out of the movement a lot, so it works very well. What builds the inner chest part? Getting bigger pecs. So essentially you just need to get your chest to grow, but hypothetically you want to try and get a movement where you can try and get your chest fully contracted and shortened. So you want to make sure that you're getting your humerus, upper arm, across your chest to get as short as possible. What's my personal favourite carb? It depends what time of day it is. If I could eat any carb, I like Pop-Tarts. Now, I've probably eaten 4 Pop-Tarts in the last year, but I love a Pop-Tart. But other than that, really, I love oats and ground rice and cereal and boring things like that, to be honest with you. Sweet potato. Question, can whey protein impress your sperm count? No, that's ludicrous. I'll tell you what we can, though, is all the toxins and chemicals that are in our environment, from deodorants, pollution from cars, stuff seeping out of plastic. That is the sort of things that can have an effect. So more things to worry about than whey protein. If you're going to miss 3 weeks of workouts, what should you do? Just keep your diet clean. Question, I were to work out 6 days a week, that's way too much for a start, and dance 4 to 5 hours during Friday and Saturday. No, you don't need to do cardio, and I wouldn't train 6 days a week if you were doing that much activity anyway. I'd recommend 4 to 5 days maximum. Do I support a football team? I used to absolutely love football. I used to support Man United for my sins. So I'm probably going to get rid of that now, but I don't really follow it much. I don't really have time, to be honest with you. I'm off on my own journey of self-improvement and trying to take over the world. Let's have a look. Questions. How often do you personally eat a meal out, not specifically weighed? Once a week, probably. Next week, I'm away in Marbella for a week. I've got 4 or 5 meals out, so there'll be a lot more of that, but I'm just realistic in terms of being sensible with what I'm eating. It's a bit like Rain Man. Like, I can look at food and I know how much protein is and calories are in it roughly. Your advice on 1 meal a day, in what respect? What are you looking to achieve? Time duration between BCA during workout and protein after workout. Check out my YouTube. I did a video on that yesterday. I'll explain it in full detail for you. This is a very, very good question. What to do when the nearest Starbucks is 40 miles away? So generally, if I had a Starbucks near my house, I'd be screwed because I would probably spend more than I earn in there. So there we go. Question, what is my BMI? My BMI is actually high. I'm overweight. I'm 28 or 29, I think. I have been early 30s. Are donuts, bagels with toppings, fillings? I don't know if that's some sort of innuendo. You broke your leg week. How can I keep losing weight in this 2-month period? I'd focus on recovering firstly, and then I would look, if you can't, obviously you're not going to walk if you've broken your leg. To be honest, I would just keep your diet clean. It's not a huge amount you could do. How many hours do you recommend for a day for the gym? An hour or 2 is max, is fine. Can cardio be done after weight training? Yes. Question, how to increase on deadlift? I'm stuck with 55 kilos. Okay, this is a very good point that Mark Coles actually mentioned to me. Think about gripping the floor and keeping your feet solid and contracted and push your knees outwards. That'll work. Are you bulking or cutting? I'm currently cutting. It's summer shred season. Next question. Idea on how to drop fat level to reduce fat. Would you reduce fat or carb intake? I would look to reduce both. Realistically, I would look to try and keep carbs around training. I would drop all carbs on rest days, go low carb on rest days, and just go from there and then make incremental adjustments as you go. Would I recommend a push-pull legs training plan for fat loss? Yes, because it's got high training frequency, so it'd work very, very well. Next question. BCA on non-workout day. No, there's no need to take that, although, hypocrite, I've just trained legs, but that is a amino shake, which is blended with ice. Next question. So there's loads. Okay. So if you're at a plateau but getting stronger, what should I do? Increase the weight or be more patient? So I'd look to push your body weight up, so increase calories and you increase your weight. Mass moves mass. And if you get to a certain point where some exercise is just not improving, I would suggest just changing the exercise. So if you're going from doing an incline barbell press and then you plateau on that, then maybe do an incline Smith machine press for 6 weeks and then go back to the barbell press. What are your thoughts on BFR training? I have no idea what that is. You should not train 6 days a week, but push-pull leg requires 6 days a week. No, it doesn't, because I wouldn't train push-pull legs without having a rest. If the optimal split for push-pull legs, so if you do push-pull, rest, legs, rest, repeat. So that way you're going to get to train every muscle group every 5 days. So then you get 2 rest days a week. That would be a much better approach than doing push-pull legs, rest, or push-pull legs, rest, push-pull legs. So that's what I would recommend. That's what I recommend to all my clients, James. Is it possible to get abs without direct training? Yes, providing you're lean enough. Tracy, your face looks so thin thanks to the Arnolds in March. Oh, you made my day. I'm actually smiling. And that was only, where are we now? April, May? It's bad. I don't even, what month is it? It's April. There we go. It was only last month, so there we go. I'll take that. I have just trained legs though, Trace, that's why I'm annihilated. What's your incline press max weight? I think 135 for 5. I'm terrible press. I've got monster long arms. Smith machine versus bench for chest. It depends in what respect. I don't like either flat. I like both of the exercises equally. I have no affiliation to either. Affiliation sounds like a football fanatic. Okay, how many calories for fat loss muscle building? It depends on your body weight, male, female, age, how much muscle you have, goals. It's impossible to answer anything like that. Why do your taste buds change so much? If crave a treat, it feels like not nice. Well, the reason for that is because it's psychological. The actual thought of the donut or whatever it is you want to eat is never actually as good as eating the donut. Next question, does lifting a weight actually stunt your growth in height? No, that's a stupid question. And they say there's no such thing as a stupid question, but that would be one. How should I go about resetting my macros on a cut when I've hit a plateau? It depends on a lot of factors, Jack, with this one. So it depends if you're currently, how long you've been dieting for, how you feel, what energy levels are. So in regards to if you're cutting and you've been dieting for 6 to 10 weeks, you've hit a wall, your food's pretty low, I'd actually maybe probably put a bit more food back in for a few days, 4 or 5 days, and maybe take a rest day or two, give your body a little bit of recuperation because you could be overly inflamed, and then you might be able to find you can push on harder and drop more body fat from there. But it depends on other factors. I'd need to know a bit more. James Millsy, best split. Depends on your goals. If you're a beginner, probably a full body split training 3-4 times a week. Or if you're slightly more advanced, push-pull legs or an upper-lower split would work well. Yeah, correct. In terms of improving your training, it's always best to look to add a rep or two and improve. Very good question. What place would you love to visit? Australia is very high on the list. I would like to go there. Florida, Los Angeles, New York. I want to go to Dubai again this year. That's pretty much it, I think, at the moment. Cape Town. I've got affiliation. I want to go to Brazil as well. So, any points on pointing out good trainers? Since not everyone can. Funny enough, I was having this conversation with my friend Paul today. Not necessarily because you're in good shape means you know what you're talking about, because there's a lot of people in good shape who don't know what they're talking about, but there is an awful lot to be said about the proof is in the pudding, and that's why I'm a big fan of trainers who are actually in shape all the time, whereas you see some so-called Instagram coaches or whatever who they get in shape for a competition and then they're fat for 9 months of the year, but that would just be my opinion. Next question. Oh, let's see. Okay, that's it. Has anyone else got any more specific questions? Can I do a muscle up? Yes, I can. Best diet before the workout, depends. When's the next training with Spearman? When he mans up and he can train with me. He's scared, I think. Best time to eat carbs around your workouts, pre-workout, post-workout, intra-workout in the gym. Do I rate walking for cardio? Depends on the person. Generally, not really. I would suggest if you're going to do walking, you need to try and keep your heart rate to 120 to 130 at a minimum. Any less than that, it's not really going to do a lot. How much can you actually lose in fat? I lost 4 kilos a month. A kilo a week for most people is generally pretty realistic. I was taught that incline press is the best way to build the upper chest. Do you agree? Hypothetically, yes, but it actually is very person dependent because it actually depends on the angle of your sternum. So your main chest bone here as to what part of the chest is actually going to be used. So say, for example, for me, I only need to do a low incline and it's all upper chest because of the angle of my sternum, of my rib cage. So it's very person dependent. So when you learn biomechanics and how to actually train properly, you will then consider these things when you design your own training program. And I do this when I look at clients' physiques with what they need and base it from there on. James, so with the push-pull leg split, what you want to do is you want to do push-pull, rest, legs, rest, and then repeat. So for example, Monday you do push, Tuesday you do pull, Wednesday you rest, Thursday you do legs, Friday you rest, and then on Saturday you go back to start the splits. You go push again, Sunday would be pull, Monday would be rest, Tuesday would be legs, Wednesday would be rest. So it's 2 on, 1 off, train legs, 1 off, repeat. If you want me to explain it in writing, I wasn't being sarcastic with that comment, just send me a message and I'll send you the breakdown how to explain it. How to calculate 100 grams of bread, please. It depends what the bread is. How to add overall thickness to arms are skinny. Get very strong at tricep movements, dips, and focus on eating more. Have you ever heard of pathogen pre-workout? No, sounds like a nuclear weapon. My accent is amazing. I don't have an accent, I just speak properly. Best food for fat loss? Probably egg whites. 2 chick swans are very good, or 5% lean steak mince. Best time to eat for or after the gym? Both. So I'd look to eat 60 to 120 minutes before the gym. I'd look to eat within an hour of finishing the gym, and I'd also make sure you have an intra-workout shake if you train properly. So that's what I would recommend. For muscle gains, good to work out with, yes. So full body workouts are phenomenal, and particularly if you're fairly new to training, it's the best way to go. No, working biceps 5-6 days a week would possibly be the worst thing you could possibly do. How long stay in a maintenance after reverse dieting before cutting again? Maintenance is pointless, so I don't see what the point is. So if you're you're either looking to grow muscle tissue, you're looking to get leaner, so why would you want to be in a maintenance? If you're in a maintenance phase, realistically, you're not actually looking to improve and achieve anything, in my opinion. So I'd suggest maybe have a specific goal. Unless you want to chill out for a bit and relax, that's fine, then do a maintenance phase. How to know when whether you're training hard enough to utilise all those carbs? If you're getting fat, and then you're probably eating too many carbs and too many calories. In France, you can't get Farhay yogurt, try Skier yogurt. Zinc to increase testosterone, I don't think it'll make a massive difference. How to gain muscle, eat more food, calories, get stronger, go from there. No, cutting and bulking continuously isn't yo-yo dieting, because as long as you keep it within reason. Yo-yo dieting is where people binge eat, and people like go from having a set diet structure, being a deficit, and then going nuts and not having a program. So having a clear structured diet, which is a slight calorie surplus, which allows you to grow lean muscle tissue, is not binge eating. How can you stop gaining weight when you're going to the gym? Eat slightly less. Do sore muscles after workouts mean that the muscle tissue is building up? No, it just means you've caused muscle damage, which means you've done something, but now you need to focus on repair and recovery, which is the key to muscle growth and improving your physique. And that is what actually makes the difference. Client Craig, let me know when you're in the UK, bro, and I'll come down and train. Well, I'm in the UK now. I'm here until Tuesday. What day is it today? Sunday? I have no idea what day it is most of the time. And Tuesday morning I am training chest at 9 a.m. If you're around, then you're more than welcome. So to reverse, increase, then build, then go straight into the cut. Yeah, correct. So if you're reverse dieting, I would look to incrementally take calories up slowly and taper off cardio, if that makes sense. Let me read that again. Yeah, exactly. Taper off cardio and then taper cardio back in, so slowly bring it back in would be the best way to go. Has anyone else got any other questions? How long does a reverse diet last before calories stabilise? It depends on the person. How long's a piece of string? 6 to 8 weeks? Can depend on anything. Do I train in India for transformation? I do have a few Indian clients and have actually been asked to go out there and do some training. Whether I'll do that or not, we will see. Maybe do. You vegetarians can gain weight. There's no issue at all. You just have to have a slightly higher fats and use more protein powder, more powders and stuff would help well. Why are supplements so expensive? Blame the government for putting tax on them. Is it better to use less weight to build up biceps? Less weight, better form would work. What are your plans after you leave here being live? Eat again, watch Creed 2, do some work. That's basically it. Do you believe you can drink yourself big with protein shakes? Protein shakes don't do anything. Protein shakes will not do anything for you. What will make you bigger is training very hard and then sort of fueling your body with nutrients it needs to recover. So in regards to refueling, you need nutrients, and that's the easiest way to do it is through proper food, not protein shakes. Protein shakes won't do anything. What country do I live? I live in UK, London. And how many times a day do you eat? 6 to 7. That's a very creepy question. Best exercise for biceps? Anything which is a form of preacher curl. What are the best macros? Completely depends. Do I go to Turkish barbers for beard? Funny enough, I do. That's stereotypical. I'm going to wrap this up there. If anyone else has any other questions, by all means, DM me. Happy to help with anything else. I'm going to call this a day. I hope everyone has a lovely Sunday. Peace.